And welcome back, everybody, to More Life Goals, brought to you by the Wrong Boys podcast. And we're down to the quarter-final stage of the Scottish International Open Qualifier at Carlisle 2025. And the quarter-final lineup is... There you go. We've got Alex Bryden taking on Nick Armstrong, the legend that is Flash, Robert Gordon taking on Paul Timney, Gavin Smith taking on Josh Minto, the lovely Josh Minto, and we've got Lloyd Milligan taking on Paul Wally Wallace. Now you'll probably be able to tell from where we've got the cameras, our featured game is Robert Gordon, Flash, taking on Paul Timney from the Vipers. Just to give you an idea, for the Scottish International Open this year, the PBA qualifiers, there's 6 qualifiers, so there's 6 places up for grabs. There's today here at Carlisle, there's one taking place at Dolphin, which I'll give you news of that in a few moments. Next Saturday, the rickshaw makes its way to Glasgow, and Northampton is on the same day. There's still places available at Northampton. There was about 20 places the last time I looked. I'll double check. And then the final 2 is the week after at Hartlepool, which we are live streaming, and Bromley also on the 26th. Who's the boy band going to be this year? Can we get a female singer in it? Fingers crossed. For those of you who've not been with us today, that's the format. 2 sets of 7 ends. If it's tied, then it's a 3-end tie break. Shots don't carry over. It's just ends. And if it's still tied, then we are on to a 1-ball shootout.
Are you covering the 1-ball segments on other people? No. Is Emily covering it?
Somebody's doing, I don't know.
They are doing it.
Who's doing it?
Oh, you don't know if they're doing it or not?
They're doing a little bit.
Right.
I don't know what it is.
It's just a wee bit one of our boys. Chico, he plays for Pakistan. He's been up there. Just to be good for the boys or something.
They're streaming the latter stages, I think.
They're going to stream it.
I don't know. They haven't announced it, but I don't know who's
probably not yet.
Oh, yeah. Right, we're back at the ranch. So, just get this camera right. The lads are just having the try then, so you ain't missing nothing. I'll just quickly grab hold of the Dolphin drone, see if there's any latest news from there. Yeah, Alex Dytham will play the winner of Sammy Tolshard. That game's not finished yet. James Watkiss has beaten Ben Pawley in straight sets and will play Harry Duffield. So that's one semi-final lineup we have. We're waiting to hear what's happened with the Sammy Tolshard game. They're a little bit ahead of us because they had a fella called Mr. Withdrawal who went through many rounds. That's all I'm saying. We are going out live on Facebook and YouTube, so feel free. We'll tell Vic the marker to stand to the left, stand to the right. Get that in when he's walking past. We'll keep you up to date with the other quarterfinals as they progress. Now these were due to kick off at 5:30, so we'll run about 20 minutes late. Finals due to go off at 9:15, so that could go off about 9ish. So that you know, Paul's using Tiger 4s heavy. Well, they're all friggin' heavy now. And Flash using Thomas Taylor size 5, the new black colour. Might catch on that colour, you know.
Just to let you know, I haven't got the best hearing in the world, so.
Okay, mate, no trouble. Okay. Thanks again for marking it. We appreciate it.
Nice game, boys.
Oh.
Good game.
So that's about the trial ends, and we'll be off into it any minute. Just get you on a good angle, folks. And away we go. So, see you later, mate.
You hold short, yeah?
Yeah, great start from Rob. Oh, Flash, we'll just call him Flash. Furthest Paul's been. He hasn't entered many of these. Keen as hell. Been playing out of his skin today. Rob ended Darren Weir's hopes. An absolute smoker of a ball. Lifted off a back toucher. And Darren missed with his final ball. Yeah, well played, Rob. Be interesting to see if anybody can dominate this rink. Nobody's really dominated it. Everybody's been scratching around a little bit. I'll just need to hang on, Paul. I think you're going.
Is there a gap between the ball and the weight?
About 2.5 inches. No, Celsius.
Last ball shot. Last ball shot. No, you saw I was
Well, on the line again, Flash. You're in again. A big ball coming up for Paul. Didn't want to be dropping a 4 first end. Oh.
About 18 inches.
I was expecting Skippy to come springing through, mate. Cheers, Rob. It's one way to get people out of the way. Well, pace looks good. Line doesn't look too bad. It's waiting for 4. Yeah, well played, Rob.
Timney.
Yeah, last ball, foot past.
Just having a check, and Sammy Tolshard's getting through narrow 5-4-6-5 straight sets, and he plays Alec Dytham in the semi-final. The other semi-final is James Watkiss taking on Harry Duffield. That's down at south of France pool.
Oh, 2 seconds.
2 seconds, yeah.
That's the on fire, but it's still walking. I've got the back and ankle piece. Thanks.
Hey, not bad again, Robert. Well played. Hit his straps pretty early. Incoming, Mr. Gill. Are you going on blue or white? Going on blue.
How short's that?
Blue ball.
Which one muted?
How short's the white one?
I've been there, seen that, bought the t-shirt.
7 inches, 8 inches.
Yeah, red button. Yeah. Joined in the comms by Martin Gill. All right, mate.
Aye, not too bad, Richie, thanks.
All right.
Well, now that I'm out of the competition. It's a tough score when you only play PBA qualifiers now.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Sounded like Mr. Wallace played a heavy bowl on ring 5 there.
Controlled.
Went through the wall, I think.
Just not going to get out, Paul. Well, Down to pace, Robert. Not bad again, mate.
Little touch is very good.
Well played. Great ball. Well,
Made it difficult for Paul.
I said he didn't need to drop before the first end. Definitely doesn't want to drop a 3 the second end, although it's improving. Every cloud, I suppose, trying to find a positive. Well, he's having a bit of a run at it. He's in the area. Will he get back?
Just the outside one, I think.
Oh,
He's very unlucky.
He's lifted the back and out. I think he's still towing the luck. Rob having a look at it. I think if it's only 2, Rob would probably kick them out anyway. And he might fancy 3. Doing a bit further stare around the head. 2 it is. So 6 blanc, 2 ends. Paul just needs to regroup.
Yeah, it's still time in the set that probably needs to score this end, I think.
Still keeping it longish. We had a few withdrawals down at Dolphin.
Yes. Yeah.
We had a bit of a.
Not sure what's gone on down there this weekend. Unfortunately, the competition didn't fill when the entries went live, and then you look at the draw today. Lots of withdrawals.
It was about 12 or 13.
Yeah.
You just got to look to see what was on it, possibly what was on at Nottingham. Whether there was a team event on or something, and there's been a few missing, I don't know.
I don't know, it was a family pairs this morning at 10:30.
Yeah.
So I don't know what was on this afternoon. If anything was on this afternoon at Nottingham, because I know the 4 starts tomorrow. No, the 4 started
Monday.
this afternoon, I think, didn't it?
I think it's Monday because Bolton's in it. I think they're travelling down tomorrow.
Yes.
The women might be on, but the men I think start. Well, I'll double check.
I know it's Easter, but we've still got lots of vacancies at Northampton as well.
20, isn't it? There's 20 the last time I looked. I know there was once one rag, one at Hartlepool. Oh, well played, Robert. Might be still shot down.
They're both touching, are they, Vic? Or? No.
That is shot.
Yeah, the women's 4 start tomorrow.
It's 2 balls in front of the jack.
Yeah, I couldn't see anything this afternoon, unless it might have been a double rink over 60s or...
Well, Bolty does play them, and the 4s do start tomorrow. 1 o'clock. 1:30.
Yeah, because I think when I was talking to Gary Farquhar earlier on, and the pairs was on here in February.
Oh, well played, Flash lad.
He said he was going down.
Very close, a favour you, very close.
I think when you look at the 4s that's in, just some of the names,
It's a ball shot, Jack.
you can possibly see why you've had a few dropouts.
Very slightly in front of the jack.
Yeah, naturally it'd be a long way to get from Dolphin to Nottingham this evening if they manage to get through a few rounds. Just unfortunate, I think, with the calendar at the moment, it's very, very full. Something that we definitely need to look at for future years, especially with the opportunity of probably having another event at some point. We're going to have additional qualifiers for that.
Yeah.
Roberts in again here.
It just needs to finish, and it's going to be an eye catcher. Well, Paul's just got to go through this. Got absolutely not a thing to lose. He's trying to control it. I think he might go down with the washing.
He might come off this bowl. Oh. Couple out.
2 out. 8 blank.
My last ball in the shot.
So you've got a big 3 weeks, haven't you?
Well, next Glasgow next weekend. Then I come back home and do the Hartlepool Masters on the Monday, quarterfinals. And then I'm back at Hartlepool for the qualifier the following Saturday. And Gordon's just tapped us up there to say that the Glasgow singles final's on Friday night, so if I get there early I'll set it up and I'll stream that.
Oh well.
So that'll be
good.
Something different too. To do. I don't think the Northampton's getting streamed, is it?
No.
No.
No. Something that, again, I think PBA is going to have to look at with streaming the other events, trying to work out some package to get them streamed. This is the only event at the moment that I'm covering in April. I'm off to Aberdeen myself next week for the World Singles Champions, of which Julia was here today getting a bit of practice.
Yep, did okay. Had a good win against Paul.
Yeah.
She watches back. She might. Our last ball, was it the right shot? I thought she might have drew it.
There looked a little bit of room, but
yeah,
you've got to stand on the mat and feel confident what you're going to play.
Well, that's it. Yeah, I mean, I suppose she could have took one out. She had 1.5 balls target to look at. Wasn't that far away. I know when I had her on comms earlier on, I said to her, "Your bread and butter shot's your draw shot. That's the shot that'll get you to jail 9 times out of 10."
Yeah.
She's got a decent runner on her, but it's the bread and butter shot that you want.
It's like all players coming from the USA though at the moment. They haven't got an indoor carpet over there,
it's all outdoors.
It's most of it outdoor on grass.
Yeah.
I think they've got a couple of carpets outdoors, but
great effort.
They never run the same as an indoor carpet.
No. I mean, they're at a disadvantage when they get the potters anyway, aren't they? Really, it's the environment and what have you.
Yeah. Paul's played a wide line here. I don't think this will get down, will it? So he's played a very good first bowl, and second and third bowl have gone walkabout.
Yeah. Needs to run, Robert. Just needs to run. Well, had a great effort.
Dropping a one at this stage isn't a problem, though, is it?
Game management. Word that somewhere.
Yeah, page 17, I think, of the book. 8-0 up, just draw.
That's it. Don't need to do now. I think what's nice from the quarterfinalists that we've got is there's some different faces.
Oh, it's a good ball.
Great effort, mate. Well done.
Unlucky, I think. I think he's turned it and it's 1 in, 1 out. Yeah, some players come back that from a few years ago. Josh Minto, I think, hasn't played in PBAs for a couple of years. Robert, I think, missed a couple of years, but then Paul Wallace qualified for Scotland.
Yeah.
Some years ago. Lloyd Milligan's new face from Lancashire, South African.
Yeah. Need pressure on him because I tipped him. He's my tip as an outsider.
Is he?
Aye. God bless him.
He's just won Bowls England Young Performer Award.
Yeah.
Or Newcomer Award.
Newcomer thingy.
Alex Bryden's still going. You'll know Alex from
Yeah.
the North East. I think Alex has previously qualified for Potters.
Yeah, I remember seeing a photo of him.
Most of the faces that you see on here actually are the markers. You see the same markers every time they come up here. Carlisle members really love the event. They throw themselves into marking as many games as possible. You feel bad when you say, you know, you've done 4, have a rest.
You've done enough.
And they look at you and say, well, no, I want to do more.
Yeah. Oh, well done, Paul.
Just under it.
Good news for the WBT with the new deal, mate, with Potters.
Yes.
They coughed up a little bit more for you.
Yes, just a little. Say it helps us with the extra events as well. Got to start to look at those. Becoming more like a Potter's tour.
Well, it'd be nice to get it back to 3 events.
Yeah, 2 events for the ranking is very difficult. I think we've also, PBA's got to look at trying to bring the tour card back, which means that the top 16 get the 3 events, but whoever wins the tour card also gets 3 events with the chances of getting ranking points from that.
Yeah. Yeah, just to reward the people that support the PBA, go in the qualifiers and have a good run and decent run and what have you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something that needs to come back.
You know, we've got a change in the top 16 this year, and we were Aaron Johnson qualifying, getting in.
Yeah.
Greg leaving the top 16 for this year.
Just the one.
And Paul Hartley was playing here today, was pretty unlucky. One more win at Scotland, or when he was in Scotland, I think he got beat by Paul Foster, or beating Mark Dawes at Otters.
If he beat Mark, he would have been in top 16.
Would have put him in the top 16, either of those. I think we've been saying it for years, though, that the UK qualifiers, wherever they come from, are always reasonably strong, especially the Carlisle qualifier or the qualifier from Glasgow.
I think any of them now. I think all.
They're all capable of getting a couple of results. So I can see future movement. Maybe next 2 or 3 years we may lose 1 or 2 more players.
It's just the one proviso that I would stick in. I'd love to see it get stuck in. It'll probably never happen. But I'll chuck it out there. I think if you drop out the top 16, you cannot have a wild card for 2 years. There you go. Can it be a wild card? I know sponsors putting up the money and you can't argue with them, fair players, but I'll chuck that out. That's all I'm saying. See what happens. But that's out of your hands. That's out of down to the people who put the money in, mate. If they put the money up, they can put me down as a wild card. I'll not go, but
yeah, it is difficult on that. I thought you were going to say there that you want somebody from overseas to come and do an overseas event, which would be lovely. I've always fancied a trip to South Africa or Hong Kong to run an event.
I think if South African funded, fair play. I don't think the WBT should be eyeing the money at them. Right, I'll give you an update on the scores. Knocking across the board. Alex Bryden is at home and he's currently 2s apiece. What have they been doing? After 3 ends. Can it be right? Somebody won a set.
Doesn't look it. Looks as if it's 0-0 on the board.
Josh Minto's won the first set against Gavin Smith. There you go, Darren, you were asking. And Paul Wally is 7-5 up against Lloyd Milligan. I think that set might be done because they've just finished the 7th end. So I fancy Paul might have took the first set. Yep, Paul took it 7-6.
Paul's changed the length here and Roberts dropped a couple short. But
I think Paul definitely needs at least a 2.
Yeah.
2 to keep it going. Doesn't like it. I think that'll be the
set.
That's the set. Yep, that's his first set to Robert. 9-2. So as has been the norm of the day, it's that time of day, we'll stick this on for you. Just a little shout out to our supporters. Helped us out with the podcast. Rent and Wealth Management, Pentland, Precast.co.uk, Brilliant Auctions, Bowls Direct, and our own pocket rocker, Jacqueline Henderson. As always, many thanks for your support for the podcast over the years, and hope it continues. Thank you very much.
Thought we'd gone to a different club then. They've just turned lights out on the other rigs.
Light's gone.
So Robert sends a jack. We're back to full length.
Oh, tee to tees, you can't whack them.
You're definitely one with that one.
And how far is that one past, please?
Just less than 2 feet.
Can't believe that other game's only played 4 ends.
No. At least 3 ends behind everybody else then.
I know. And they started before this one.
So close as well. They're definitely going to 7 ends, I think, on that first set. Good pace again from Robert. Just passes his own bowl, does he? Well, just.
You're up, Paul. Aye.
Our temperature in the club's dropped again. Tends to at this time of night, and the green suddenly becomes a yard heavier.
Just need to run, Robert. Big ball here now for Paul. Doesn't want a repeat of the first set.
No. Just turning the jack a bit, giving him a bit more room for second and third. But he's got a reach. What he is doing with this. Can he pass the short balls?
Well,
Short ball? No, you hold. That's the hold, right?
I reckon Robert's played with these balls for quite a few years. Oh, Thomas Taylor's. Size 5s. said to them before the game, the new colour, black, will come back into fashion.
Is that Jack Hype's?
No, it's 2 balls past.
2 balls past.
Yeah, it's, black is fairly unusual colour now.
You don't see many
in flat green, but
the old brown colour.
no,
You don't see many of them now, do you?
no, but on the crown you see very few coloured balls.
One down.
You're in charge, you're flying. I'm good, mate. I'll get up 2 seconds, mate. You're flying.
Yeah, pretty sure it's just the one. Last ball. How far is the Jack's not ball? 4 inches. Did you see it? Is it right in front of it?
Well, Paul's just going to get wrecked on this front balls.
Yeah.
One to Robert again. First end, second set.
Okay, thank you.
Legend of Carlisle, David Taylor. Top bloke.
Yep.
Jack Josh.
It is very
So was that one to Robert, mate?
Yes, it was one to Robert.
Right.
18 inches.
1 or 2.
2.
Come have a look. Yeah.
Yeah, another good start.
Good pace, just under the line. Paul Wallace going again with weight on the ring. Oh, got everything, they've all gone.
Lloyd just looking to see where the balls are going. Just played over the top ball.
Oh, touch on the jack would be very good.
Well played, mate. Forcing Paul to go quick again.
Yeah.
I don't know whether he'll get out. Oh, he's coming now. Oh, he might have played this. Oh, he certainly has. He's getting shot out of it.
It's well controlled pace, really. Just
Yeah. Just have a butchers. Get you on that angle. There you go.
Well, I like the line,
Ah, run, man.
but it's not sent it.
I would say it's out. Yeah, it's out.
And what I would say to Paul is he didn't get many chances against a good player to get a shot ball within 4 foot. Got to take these opportunities. Oh, is he up?
I don't think he is. And he doesn't want to touch that short ball. Oh, it might have done it. Not sure.
Well, let's give him that one. Oh, give it 2.
He's put the jack on the
Still
tee.
haven't finished that first set.
I know. Yeah.
I think
Yeah, we're back here in October. I think they'll still be playing.
God.
Well, Paul's kept the jack on the tee, but
Just lifted the mat a
he's
bit,
brought
hasn't
the
he?
mat 3 or 4 yards further up the green.
Yeah, you can chalk it. What's that? You can chalk it. Just shot it, please.
Your shots.
It's maybe short, Jack High, or
Very slightly past Jack High.
Just give you a quick roundup. Alex Bryden's 4-3 up against Nick Armstrong. The first set they've played 6 ends. Josh Minto took the first set against Gavin Smith and is currently 3-1 up. 2 in the second set, and in the far side, Wally. Paul is 1 set to the good, but 2-1 down. In the early stages of the second set.
Well, nobody's nailed the jack on this rink at the moment. I think Robert might just be line shot with the one behind. That's definitely made shot. We might have a round of applause in a minute because Alex Bryden's game might end the first set.
Chance for Paul here. Grab the white. Well done. Pierce,
Seems more interested. Can it get down?
What a try. He's just on one for second. I think Nick's lying shot down against Alex. Last ball of the first set. Just keeping my eye on Nick's ball here. Pace doesn't look bad at all, you know. Oh, I think Nick's played a smoker here. Just needs to run. Yeah, well played. Well played.
Yeah,
So
just tied the set, that one.
Yeah, four's a face.
Robertson again.
It's 2 out.
Line 1.
Yeah, one.
Yeah, only 2.
Well, your last ball's a shot.
Is that how far past the Jack's the last ball?
The last ball was about 6 inches past.
Oh, looked an excellent line there, Paul, but just dropped it short.
High side for the Jack.
Where does Gavin play? Gavin Smith. Must be over the borders somewhere.
Yeah. I don't really know now because we don't ask the players for their clubs when they put an entry in.
The Jack K. Is it Jack K?
No. Ball of the ball is in front of the jack. Yeah, only is it right there? I had to draw in there.
Last ball, Lawrence.
Yeah.
How far is he through, please?
Oh, Rob just playing a little bit of a tinker shot here.
Close to a foot.
Oh, he's not bad. Just got wrong side of it.
I think, yeah.
Yes, you hold.
Yep.
Second shot, is it Jack High or is it true?
Jack low. Jack low. Hold of the ball is short of the jack.
I wasn't sure what that term was then.
Me and Gillian were talking about them jack level. And why just jack? Did you say jack high?
I thought he said Jack Low.
Jack, well, they either say jack high or jack low.
Well, if Jack High is level and Jack Low short, what do they say when it's past?
Yeah. Heavy.
Have to get our senior umpire onto that, I think, Alan Thorne, and get him to explain it to me. Probably won't be watching today. I think he's doing another of his lifeboat tours.
Gavin plays at Midlothian, thanks Scott. And you ask and you find out. Well, Flash is having a look for the white of the ball.
He's close.
Paul doesn't like it, but he does like it. Well played. Well played, Flash lad.
About 10 inches short, 9 inches short.
And it's a short ball, yeah.
It's currently line 3. There is room for Paul.
How far off the jack is it?
We're being joined.
Touch up. Thank you. Top.
Last ball.
Yeah.
Well, on the inside. Just trying to track this to see. Yeah, I think that's the winner.
You like one?
You like one, yeah.
Oh, maybe go close. Flash is having a look. Yeah, one to Robert. You're off. You're on. You're on.
Oh, Robert got one, did he? So is that 4-2?
4-2 it is. Going to end number 5. Robert took first set, 9-3. And he's just lost the jack. Seen a few of the jacks go on the gully today.
Yeah, the jack on this surface flies. I know I tried to play a couple of shortish mid-length jacks, finished up putting on T to T. And John Carswell, my opponent, took the mat up 4 or 5 times. Just couldn't keep the jack on the green.
We used to have a green up in the northeast, Concordia, and used to be 2 yards difference chucking the jack to your ball. You just had to find a different way to deliver the jack.
Don't think it's that much on this green, but there is definitely a difference between delivering the jack and the ball. And unfortunately, if you come off the other green onto this one, there is a 2 yards.
There is a good difference, isn't there? I don't know what Josh was saying about it.
Oh, Wallace has just played a wonder bowl.
Well played, Paul. Just drifted down. Run you through the scores of the other quarters for you. Progressing quite nicely. Alex and Nick obviously shared the first set, and Nick's 2-0 up. 3 down on the second end, and he's had a runner at it,
The jack is a short ball.
and he's took 2 of them out.
2 inches.
As in, there's one of them just coming into view. And we look across to the lovely Josh Minto. It's 4s apiece. After 5 ends in the second set, Josh took the first set, and he's about an inch off the jack. And on the far side, Lloyd and Wally, 5s apiece in the second set. Wally took the first set.
Who lies?
Last ball shot.
Last ball.
Yes.
Paul's just sneaked in underneath there. He's got the shot.
What's that? It's about a foot. Just the one.
Doesn't like it.
Might get away with it if he gets under that, you know.
What, which ball?
Just the one shot.
Will that change anything, Dick? Do I still
Short
hold?
ball.
No, you still hold.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Just a second.
2 inches short of jack.
Which is the second ball, please?
Just one down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Have we got 2 seconds?
You know, from our camera angle, you'd probably fancy Robert for sure, wouldn't you?
You would.
Yeah.
Right. Cheers.
The last 2.
Robert went and had a look himself there. I think,
Aye.
after the marker, not the umpire, the marker. Said who was shot.
Do I hold now or put down? No, you want just 1 second.
Right, cheers. Favour your 2 down.
He's having a good look at it.
Yeah, he is.
I reckon same ball again from Robert. He'll sit that Paul's ball out.
It's on a little bit of a lean, but even just touching his own ball might slide it.
Yeah.
Now then,
Will she bend?
now then. Can Paul risk playing the forehand again, or will he switch to the backhand? Robert's still not convinced.
Pretty sure the front one's still in, not sure the back one.
Well, he's sticking on the forehand. It's definitely wide enough. Pace doesn't look too bad here. Pace doesn't look too bad.
City's own back ball. Oh, that's very unlucky.
We'll have it. You could be getting the tapes out.
Umpires.
Big end there for Mr. Minto. Just picked up a 2. 6-4 now going into the last end of the second set. So Gavin needs a 3 this last end.
Best piece of equipment there is in a measuring this one.
Yeah. Have you tried the laser measures?
No.
No. I got it set to be curious. Well, I was going to do a review of it, but then I used it and I thought, well, I better not do a review of it. Probably get slandered.
I'd probably miss the ball when I put it down.
It's
I think the marker was probably right. Was it 1 to white?
let's have a look.
Is it Paul's bowl? Yes. Yeah.
Wow, man, eyes.
What a good judge.
Eyesight, in it, man. Don't know what the measures are for.
Yeah.
So,
I've always wondered with the laser measure, what happens when something's in the ditch? Can't use it. So you've got a piece of equipment you can't use all the time.
unless you go to your physics, can you remember what physics? Refracted light or something like that. You get mirrors. You get a set of mirrors up and it bounces off over there down to there.
Yeah.
So 4-3 going into N6.
I think Lloyd Milligan's picked a 3 up, but I think it's on the 6th end of the game over there, because it's now showing 8-5. Wally won the first set.
And it's nearly good night Marie for Gavin Smith. I'll tell you, he's 6-4 down and he's in a heap all at the rear. Josh Lyon 3 and it looks 3 in a line as well.
Yeah. You could virtually cover them all with a bucket as well, so there's no room to the jack.
Of course, Gavin needs a 3. And he's gone quick at it, just keeping you up to date with his fork, see what happens.
Taking his own bowls away?
Well, he's still got a sniff. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Paul needs to play a 1. He's gone short and tight. Foot short here from Flash. It'll be game over. A good line again, you know. Play the 1. Gosh, if he was listening to us. Well played.
Yes, heap of trouble.
Well, I think Minto's given him a chance here, because if he can get to the spot, his backbone might do him, you know.
This one, about 2 feet.
I don't think you can afford to put the jack off the ring.
No. Well, hold on to your pace, Paul. Need to stay high. You got the wrong side of it. That's it.
Yeah.
Well done, Flash.
That's the first one over.
Second set takes him 9-3, 7-3. So So well done, mate. Moves him into the semi-final. Thanks, Martin, for coming on. Much appreciated.
No problems. I know it's hard being on your own most of the day.
And I just taught myself.
Gavin Smith's just gone up with his last bowl, missed, so Josh Minto's through as well.
Minto's through. I'll give you an up-to-date with what's happened. Great strike there from Nick, but he's still one down, so that looks like it's going to go quite a way. And Lloyd Milligan is 8-5 up. Just watching this ball go up. Ooh, well, Wally might be lying 2 in a look with the last ball.
WD-40, I'm on for WD-40.
WD rubbed out with a wet fish, mate. Well done.
Well, Wally's going back and playing it, so he's definitely not 3.
I'll just see if I can whiz over to that far end. See if I can get this head in for you.
You got a head.
I've got a head. I've got Alex arse as well. Well, I think he's looking for a trailer, yeah, or he's looking for either a trail or a ball. See what kind of a result he gets. We took the red out. No.
Oh, umpire job. Oh, don't know.
Having a look. Yeah, that's going to a TV, I think. Yep, certainly is. Right, folks, we'll let you know what happens. I'm going to pan away from it. So we should be back in round about, let's see how many hours they've, oh, it might be about quarter of an hour. Go and get yourselves a coffee and we'll see you in about a quarter of an hour.
You may.